Hello there, it's Hayley from SevereWeatherTV.com with the Severe Weather Outlook for today, July 21st. Lots going on today. In the Northwest Pacific, Typhoon Matmo / Typhoon Henry. In the Atlantic, new tropical depression, which could be Bertha. We'll talk about that shortly. In Mexico for today, there's a possibility for strong to very strong rains in all of this yellow dashed area. They're expecting, hail, the possibility of hail and or electrical activity in almost the entirety of the country. And this area with the possibility of strong winds. In the United States, moderate chance for severe thunderstorms today, which is pretty high. We'll talk about that shortly, of course, too. Tornado watch in effect for North Dakota until 7 p.m. this evening. The tornado probabilities aren't that high up, but 70% chance for 10 or more severe wind events, 70% chance for 10 or more severe hail events. Wind and hail definitely the big threats there, but, don't underestimate the tornado threat. In Canada, all kinds of things going on. I believe all of this is severe thunderstorms, either watches or warnings. Watches are yellow, warnings are red. Some of these over here, I believe, are for warnings for heat. These, I believe, are just warnings for heat. But the yellow stuff is definitely severe thunderstorm watches, and some of these are severe thunderstorm warnings. So, cyclone-wise, lots going on. We have also this area over here, per the JTWC, high chance of tropical cyclone formation on that. So, Matmo / Henry. In the Philippines, per Pagasa, they are up to a signal number 2 for strong winds. They are expecting moderate to heavy rains and have the possibility of flash floods and landslides. Taiwan is, of course, under a sea and land typhoon warning and have extremely heavy rain advisories, but pretty much all of the country. Of course, you can read the scale there. Extremely torrential rain, so that's what's headed their way. China at the moment, blue warning for typhoon, and I believe the scale is blue. Yellow, orange, red, so blue is kind of like a alert you in advance type of thing, but obviously that is where this typhoon is expected to eventually end up. And quite possibly, the current forecast anyway has it emerging back over water as a tropical depression of some sort. But we'll see if that happens in that way. Then, of course, there is this tropical depression number 2. In the current forecast, they being the NHC, are not expecting it to strengthen any further than it currently is. It is headed for the Lesser Antilles at the moment. So obviously, even if it's not that strong of a storm, could drop lots and lots of rain. No land hazards on this one as of the moment, but obviously something to keep an eye on. If this were to strengthen to tropical storm strength, it would be Bertha. Bertha is the next named storm in the Atlantic. In the United States today, here's an overview of the severe thunderstorm threat for the next few days. Here's a map showing what's happening at this very moment. There were some tornado warnings in effect earlier. Now it's apparently just severe thunderstorm warnings pretty much all over the country. Not in every single state, of course, but it's covering quite a large area. And then 2 special marine warnings in effect. In general for today, here's a map showing the probability of a tornado. 5% chance for a decently large area. Of course, some of this 2% would be extending into Canada. The wind map, 45% chance for 58 mile per hour and greater winds. And also this black hatched area, which is where there's the possibility for 75 mile per hour and greater gusts. So that's basically a hurricane level wind, with the exception that a hurricane level wind would be sustained pretty much at that 75 miles, whereas this would be a gust. That's a very strong wind regardless. And then, of course, also the very large hail threat. So both a 30% chance in the red area, black hatched area, as well as the enhanced threat that instead of it just being 1 inch or larger hail, 2 inch or larger hail. Tomorrow, 15% chance for this area, but 5% for a fairly large area. And yes, and that is it for today. And hopefully you're staying safe out there.